Understanding Matter and Consciousness, a journey into reality and perception. In this presentation, we explore the nature of matter and consciousness as discussed by Tom Campbell, a nuclear physicist and consciousness researcher. We will delve into the following key themes. What is matter? Tom Campbell begins by redefining matter as information. He argues that what we perceive as matter, such as the human body, is merely information collected through our senses. This perception is mediated by electronic devices, such as cameras or screens, which translate light into information we can interpret. He emphasizes that if our sensory inputs were to cease, our experience of matter would vanish entirely. This perspective leads to the conclusion that matter is not a fixed substance, but rather an experiential phenomenon rooted in the information we gather. The implications are profound. If matter is just information, then understanding consciousness becomes crucial to understanding the universe itself. Campbell's assertion challenges traditional views of matter, positioning it as a dynamic interplay of perception and interpretation. The nature of consciousness. Campbell defines consciousness as awareness with a choice. He explains that awareness is dependent on the input we receive from our environment, and the ability to choose is what distinguishes conscious beings from mere awareness. Consciousness involves processing information, interpreting it, and making decisions based on that interpretation. The interplay between awareness and choice is crucial. Consciousness is not merely passive awareness, but an active process of engaging with the world. This understanding suggests that consciousness is foundational to our reality, where free will, awareness, and time are intricately linked. Without free will, the concept of choice diminishes, challenging the very fabric of our understanding of existence. This philosophical framework posits that consciousness is not only central to individual experience, but also to the broader workings of the universe, challenging materialist perspectives that dismiss consciousness as an illusion. Philosophical implications. The discussion transitions into the philosophical implications of Campbell's views, particularly the conflict between materialism and idealism. Materialism posits that only physical matter exists, while idealism suggests that consciousness is the primary reality. Campbell argues that materialism inevitably leads to determinism, where free will and consciousness are perceived as illusions. This stark contrast raises critical questions about our understanding of existence and the nature of reality itself. If consciousness is fundamental, then the materialist view is inadequate in explaining the complexities of human experience and the universe. As society grapples with these philosophical dilemmas, Campbell emphasizes the need for a paradigm shift in how we perceive reality, encouraging a more holistic understanding that incorporates both scientific inquiry and subjective experience. The Fermi Paradox. Campbell introduces the Fermi Paradox, which questions why, given the vastness of the universe and the potential for extraterrestrial life, we have yet to encounter any signs of intelligent civilizations. He explains that this paradox arises from the assumption that life should be abundant in the universe based on the sheer number of stars and planets. According to Campbell, if we consider our existence as a virtual reality designed for consciousness to evolve, the apparent lack of extraterrestrial life makes sense. The universe is vast, but the resources allocated for the evolution of consciousness may be limited to our own planet, where the focus is on developing and refining the human experience. This perspective reframes the Fermi Paradox, suggesting that the universe is not devoid of life, but rather that the design of our reality limits the interactions we observe. The virtual nature of existence implies that other potential life forms may not have been rendered in our experience, aligning with the idea that consciousness and its evolution are central to the universe's purpose. Actionable takeaways. To apply the insights from Campbell's discussion on consciousness and reality, consider the following actionable steps. 1. Cultivate awareness. 2. Explore relationships. 3. Embrace uncertainty. 4. Challenge materialist views. 5. Engage in dialogues. Further discussion. In conclusion, Tom Campbell's exploration of matter and consciousness invites us to reconsider the fundamental nature of reality. By framing matter as information and consciousness as the core of existence, we are encouraged to explore the philosophical implications of our understanding. The Fermi paradox further challenges us to think critically about the universe and our place within it. As we continue to navigate these complex ideas, the call for a paradigm shift in our understanding of reality becomes increasingly relevant. Embracing consciousness as fundamental opens new avenues for scientific inquiry and personal growth, allowing us to engage more deeply with the mysteries of existence. If you like this video, please subscribe for more content. If you prefer content in a more visual and easy to digest format, check out our channel, Selim, link in description.